What's up? So, going for 3P. Um, for this assignment, uh, the game that I'm actually going to talk about is First Population. Uh, or no, it's Population One. Um, it's kind of like the virtual reality version of Call of Duty Warzone. I think you get three groups, group of three, team of three, and you run out and parachute down into a location, and best team wins. What I like about that tutorial is there's not an NPC, and there is a level. So when you load in, the thing I like about this game is they highlight like how you grab and what goes to what, and they'll have it's like maybe about a minute to where you can run, you can grab a gun. It'll show you, it'll highlight where you need to put the ammunition into the socket, how to cock the weapon, and it's really quick. You kind of have to learn it really fast. And I like that learning style. Um, did I feel rushed? Oh, I kind of am answering that question. It's not a bad rush. I want to learn how to put these weapons together so I don't get killed. So it is a race to understand how to maneuver in that game. Um, so yeah, so I do love it. You get to go in, there's a few moments, if you know what you're doing, you get to work on your aim, you get to practice shooting a couple of the enemies, you know, find your teammates real fast, figure out what weapons that are gonna be on the map that you might want to find and use. They did a really good job. Um, as far as my memory lane, this is the paper map. It's gonna have like three little buttons on the side. This will be world space. Probably like on a little canvas or something somewhere. You're gonna see it, and you'll be able to touch these buttons and interact with the buttons if you need to ever go and get a in-depth understanding of the controls and how to upload things. But it basically says, "Welcome to Memory Lane, your virtual memory gallery. Use left and right thumbsticks to move around. Move your hand uh, for or towards an object and press and hold the grip to grab grabbable objects." And that's kind of how you gotta do it in VR. You kind of gotta reach out and force grip that. Yeah. So, it also says use the trigger buttons to turn things on when holding. I'm gonna have to kind of explain that a little bit better, but basically you'll have remote controls. So you'll be able to pick the remote up and click with the trigger, and it'll turn it on or change the channel, things like that. Um, so that's kind of how mine is. I'm not really a fan of the NPC tutorial guide. I am, and it depends on the game. It really depends on the game for me. Um, let's see. Let me make sure I've just answered all these questions. This isn't a game necessarily, so the tutorials will be delivered kind of all at once. Um, as far as the special world, it's not going to be a special world. It'll just be in the scene that you can always go back to. I might make it a settings button. If you press the settings button, it'll just pop up. right where you're at, auto locate. So you, if you say if you're lost or somewhere, you can just hit that. I'll probably do that. Make the settings button just a automatic, boop, it just pops right there. So if you walk off, then hit it again and it'll pop back up. I do like that. Um, what UI components could I utilize? Arrows. I think like I might make some like UI arrows or some cool effects to let someone keep knowing that like one someone might think you just gotta stay in this room. So I would make it so you don't have to do that. So you would know like to move on once the video is done if you want to. Um so yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think I ran over my 5 minute mark, so I'm gonna cut this one out now.